Greetings. Happy, joyful solar eclipse, the ring of fire. Woohoo! So, what a powerful alignment, a powerful day. Um, and the energies have already started to be felt yesterday on the 9th, of course, today, the 10th, and then tomorrow, we're still going to feel some of this energy, this very high powered energy on top of everything else that we are going through and we have been feeling this, the whole ascension and whatever those side effects are. So we're all experiencing it. So this is the new moon. I'm not going to use astrology here because the astrology, as we know it, is really incomplete. So, but let's focus on, okay, so the new moon in the solar eclipse. The moon being new, the new moon. And so nature has taken over the moon. It is now being used for light. And so I find this very profound that the eclipse then is when the moon covers the sun, and then what's left is that edge of fire where you can see the sun. That's where they got the ring of fire. And so it's very interesting that this is a new moon and a solar eclipse. This is very powerful because it's the golden solar stargate. All right, so now we have the moon energies that I go into great detail about the moon. I cover it in like a 1 hour, about a 1.5 hour class on my website, whitesagewoman.com. Go to recorded classes, and I have that there available, and I even reduced the price if you would like to purchase that and go through that. I'm very detailed with it, but here that's not the point of this today, this message for today, but it is very powerful to know that it is now being used for light and being used any way that it needs to right now. Today it's being used as a solar stargate right in front of the sun shining pretty much through the moon, so to speak, and sending not mind control frequencies anymore, but the command center, the heart, that cosmic heart frequencies of love. So now what does that feel like? Okay, what does that feel like? And this is the message this morning that I received from my Seraphim Angelic and Celestial Committee. I sat with them and said, what's the energies for today? And this is what they shared. And as we expand and joy and gratitude and planetary vibration, there will still be some challenges. So these challenges are in the terrain of the mind, including mental overwhelm. How many of you have been feeling mentally overwhelmed? Some confusion even. And symptoms of mental illness. Mental disturbances. They're correct. Mental disturbances. So as we explore the confined tension, as we explore, can't even read my own handwriting. As we explore the continued tension between control and command, really, and there's freedom in that command, between control and freedom, structure and sovereignty, or divine sovereignty. It is highly encouraged to stay focused on our spiritual practices, on divine love. Remember to breathe, take deep breaths, and step into sacred space of witness and observe that watches the mind. And not only just as the mind feels overwhelmed, but as we get this overwhelming rush of emotions, right, that just swim over our mind. And it's like the Sacred Heart Center is finally like just, hey, mind, how you doing? Let's work together in harmony. And so this is going to feel like we just have all these emotions we're going through on top of the mental, and we just need to swim through everything that we're going through. Don't fight it. Breathe through it. Take deep breaths for these next 2 weeks. And it's still even going to be powerful because then we're heading into the full moon and the winter solstice as well. The winter solstice and the full moon. So we're still in these really powerful, powerful energies. A lot of stargates are opening that were once closed, for protection so that bad energies couldn't affect and contaminate other multiverses in this universe. All right. And one thing they want to remind you is that as we have old memories, because it's being flushed out, all of these rays, these frequencies and sound vibrations that's coming in is forcing mind control stuff out of your mind. It's really trying to push that away, and you're going to feel that. And as we watch and observe and feel it, know that you can't heal what you don't feel. So it's very important to feel it, not relive it. They said just watch and observe. But if you felt it before, you'll remember that feeling. If you've never felt it because you've numbed yourself, and whatever numbing technique was used, you have to feel it. And so if this is the first time feeling it, allow yourself to gently feel to heal, and then release it and let it go. All right. Otherwise, if you've already been there, done that, you've gone through all the emotional roller coaster, you don't need to do that again. Just watch and observe and release. And I think it's very interesting that we call this the Ring of the Fire. Here's the lyrics, and just the first part of it. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into the ring of fire. And then I fell into the burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Yes, love is a burning thing, because at this powerful moment, we are seeing this beautiful, beautiful, sacred reunion of energies that were really pushed down and manipulated. And we're seeing together the masculine and feminine coming back together. We're seeing the Christ consciousness. It's the Christos and Mary Sophia consciousness. These two energies re-emerging together, strongly back together, back on equal platforms, and no suppression of the feminine at all anymore. And this has already happened energetically, and it's just got a wave. How are we going to handle those waves coming in? Let's just go through that. Let's surf through these waves. Yes, and they just want to remind you that, we are the holy sacred union of love and compassion, of the Christos and Mary Sophia consciousness. Love wins always.